Good morning, this is Pamela Bluewater for J&S Biblical Productions. Today we would like to present an inspirational suggestion from the Apostle Paul, who wrote to the Christians in the province of Galatia. He describes his gospel as from Jesus. That part of his letter we are going to take up is Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. We have in our studio a biblical historian to give us some examples of famous people who did not give up. Welcome, Miss Acetalina Oxygarden from the Church of the Persistent Faith.
Thanks for having me.
So, Miss Oxygarden, I get from your name you sound like a real fire starter.
Well, Miss Bluewater, my friends call me Lena. Feel free to call me Lena.
All right, I will for the rest of the time.
Yes, I believe in doing good for others humanitarian projects. It's persistence that's the key to being successful. Even if at first there are failed attempts or many rejections.
Would you give us a few examples of people like that?
Certainly, I have many examples for you today. In writing, J&S gave an example of J.K. Rowling, who had 12 rejections before the publishers allowed her to publish her first Harry Potter book. That's a lot of rejections. Jack London's first story was rejected, get this, 600 times. Now that's a lot of rejections. There's more. And as for failures, the one with the most failed attempts was your former guest, Mr. Thomas Edison, who failed to make a light bulb 1,000 times.
No.
Yeah. Yes, before he got it to work, 1,000 times. That's persistence for you. A guitar group was turned down by every record label, and Decca Records declined them because, quote, guitar groups are on their way out, end quote. Their name was the Beatles.
Whoa.
There was a dancer, and I like this one a lot. There was a dancer rejected by MGM Studios who was told and sent this message. And I quote, can't sing, slightly bald, not handsome, can't act, and can dance a little, end quote. His name, Fred Astaire.
Get out of town.
Yes, the rest is dance history.
Lena, do you think these people had something in common?
Absolutely. Perseverance or persistence on their chosen course, illustrating Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, which I'm going to read for you and show you on this screen right here. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give you one more example. I'll let you guess who he is.
Oh, I'm good at guessing games.
If you think so. This man used to daydream in class, drawing animals in his books. The Kansas City Star fired him from his first animation job because his editor felt, quote, he lacked imagination and had no good ideas, end quote. He started 2 animation companies that went bankrupt in 1921 and ended up eating dog food.
Oh, I got it. He invented Ralston Purina dog food.
No. He went to Hollywood and made mouse and duck and elephant drawings and drew little men.
Oh, okay, I know. He made the labels for pet food.
I mean, it's a good guess, but no, you're wrong. He ended up with his own studio. Mickey Mouse, Bambi, Dumbo, and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and Disneyland. Walt Disney!
Oh my gosh.
Then there was this one. This is my favorite. In the 1920s, he sold tires in Kentucky, but was fired because of his temper.
Oh, okay. I know. He invented Firestone tires.
Not at all. He went broke at age 65 and closed his first restaurant, and then fired from 2 separate railroad jobs for insubordination. Then went across the U.S. looking for someone to sell his chicken recipe.
I know, it sounds like.
In 1964, he was 74 years old. He used his honorary military commission by the governor of Kentucky to franchise Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel Sanders started the largest worldwide fast food chain in the world.
I was sure he was a colonel.
No, his looks are deceiving.
So So, Lena, what do you conclude from this?
I'll give you an opinion. When you're doing good work for God, spreading the gospel, creating disciples to get people interested in belief, faith, hope, and love, you will reap harvest in due time.
Like us, J&S Biblical.
Yeah.
We are going to be a success.
Good possible conclusion. It agrees with Galatians chapter 6, verse 9.
I agree. So this is Pamela Bluewater for J&S Biblical, thanking Miss Lena Oxygarden for suggesting a self-fulfilling prophecy. Good morning.
What are your thoughts on today's story? We'd like to know. So leave a comment and subscribe to our channel, J&S Authentic Biblical Productions. Whether it's the Word of God through parables, true stories illustrating parables, or true stories in the life of Jesus Christ with commentary, you can see them all by subscribing to the most comprehensive collection of videos of biblical stories for you and your family. Have a blessed day.